Hello and welcome to Playing with Energy. How are you guys today? I named today's live. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. One way to take care of you. And do you ever notice that how challenging it is to take care of others when you have not taken care of yourself first? It's like we so often think that we should take care of everybody else first and then take care of ourselves last. We're even taught that, right? And what if that was such a big lie? Because if you think about it, if you're empty, if your tanks are empty, do you really even have anything to give? Or are you trying to give with an empty tank, right? It's like, so everywhere where you are trying to give with an empty tank, thinking that it's your job to take care of others instead of yourself, or even, that everybody else should be first, would you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, puck, pot, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And if you've never heard the clearing statement, you can find out more at theclearingstatement.com. Dr. Dane here does a great job of explaining it, but it's basically just a delete button. And so today I wanted to do something a little different and not totally different because hi Melissa, welcome. We know if you've been on the Playing with Energy page or the YouTube channel, I do energy polls. But today I really wanted to do it from this perspective of filling up our own tanks. And then if you desire to contribute to others with the overflow, you have an overflow to do that with, right? And so for those of you out there who might have been feeling a little depleted lately, or feeling like maybe even everything that was going on in the world was a little bit too much to handle, I can be cheesy here and be like, this one's for you. And this is a great one to come back to if you ever have that. And we can all use a little bit more contribution. So thank you for those of you who are here, and find a comfortable seat. Hopefully you're not driving. If you're driving, please do not close your eyes. And if you are driving, you can still listen. But for the rest of you, if you could find that comfortable seat, close those eyes, and just start by saying hi to the body. When was the last time you said hi to the body? Hello, body. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing to my life. Thank you for being my vessel in this life. And let's start with taking our deepest barriers down. Even the ones you don't know about. Push them down, pull them down, way down. Allow yourself to just get present with you. So I know I talk about this occasionally in my videos, that just when we have walls and barriers, the only person that suffers behind those walls and barriers is ourselves. Because we think we're protecting ourselves, but we're actually keeping ourselves separate. So if we have no walls and barriers, what is possible? Like, I know for me personally, when I get depleted or I feel really tired or I want to withdraw, I notice that that's what I do. I withdraw and then I put up walls and barriers. So everywhere where you're putting up walls and barriers, thinking that will protect you from getting depleted, that will take care of when you're low on energy, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, black, pot, all nine, choice, boys, and beyonds. And just take the deepest barriers down, even the ones you don't know about. You created the walls so you can destroy and uncreate them. And if you really want them when we're done here, you can pick them back up. But just try it on for a second. Right? If you were one of those people that was feeling tired and feeling maybe out of sorts and like you weren't quite yourself lately, would you be willing to perceive you more now? Like as you take your walls and barriers down, are you there more? Is there no limit to where you are? And not from judgment, I also want to encourage you that even if you have been feeling depleted or out of sorts or like you don't know which way is up lately, it's okay. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just a cycle. All of life cycles. We will all have ups. We will all have downs. Now, those ups and downs, there can still be an ease to it, like a knowing that it's all going to be okay. But if you know that life is cyclical, like it continues to, it rains sometimes. We just had a good snow here. You know, it's like winter is here. All of the leaves have fallen and have died in a way, but the trees still live. The bushes still live. They will be there again in the spring. So too must relationships sometimes die, or or even bodies die, right? But inevitably, when one body dies, another one is born. Maybe even multiples are born, right? And deepest barriers down, more, more, more. Hello, you. How are you today? And if you're having an amazing day and a wonderful day, that's awesome. And if you're not having a great day, that's okay too. All are welcome. All energies are welcome. The only thing that sticks us is that we judge specific energies and feelings and emotions as bad and wrong. Instead of just going, oh, I'm having one of those days. I didn't want to get out of bed today. Okay. That's okay. Or I got out of bed and I did lots of work and then I went back to bed. Right? Like that's okay too. Would you be willing that no matter where you are, even if you're an amazing place, that you wouldn't judge it as good and bad, right and wrong? That your amazing days aren't good days and that your low energy days or sad days are not bad days. They are just days. And when you acknowledge them as just days, and this is just the energy that is up for me, even in this 10 seconds, then you acknowledge that it's it can change. It can change almost automatically because you're not resisting and reacting or aligning and agreeing. But when you try to resist and react, when you're sad or low energy, or want to crawl back under the covers or binge watch Netflix, right? Like when you judge that, then it has no possibility of becoming something else. If you didn't judge when you binge watched Netflix, what could you actually get out of when you watch Netflix? Maybe there's a huge contribution that you receive from a movie or a show or, a documentary, if that's something that's fun for you. I can't tell you how many times I'll turn on a show and be like, oh, I needed to hear that. It was said in just a different way, and it was handled in just a slightly different way or whatever, right? Or I learned how to build a building in just a little bit different way. Paint a painting. Awesome. So would you be willing to not judge you and have gratitude for you today? What are you grateful for you today? What can you acknowledge about you today? What is amazing about you that you've never seen in anybody else? I guarantee you there is something about you that you've never seen in somebody else, not exactly the same way. Because even if you were doing the same thing as somebody else, it would show up differently because you are you. Would you be willing to acknowledge you today? Acknowledge that greatness. Acknowledge what it is that you see about yourself or know about yourself that is different than anyone else. A capacity, a gift, a knowing, an intuition, an instinct, an ability to see things, an ability to hear things, an ability to know things. Are you kind to others? Do you acknowledge others? Do you see others? Do you know that's one of the greatest gifts you can give somebody is to just let them know that they are seen and heard. Just to acknowledge them. You don't have to say anything to them even. You could just smile. I have a very dear friend of mine that changed a woman's world by giving her a hug. Just a hug. But that one particular woman had never received a hug before. Can you acknowledge all the gifts that you have in your life? That you probably are somebody who has always had hugs and kisses and love from somebody in your life. And if not, that's okay. Would you be willing to give yourself a hug today, to acknowledge yourself, to love yourself, to be grateful for yourself? I want you to just allow deepest barriers down, even the ones you don't know about. More. And now allow everything and everyone, every being around you to contribute to you, to fill you up, per se. Let the earth beneath you, the energy rise up to touch your feet. And allow that energy to travel all the way up through your body, out through your fingers, up through the crown of your head, in all places. Allow the energy of the plants and the trees and the buildings and if there's snow or sunshine or clouds or rain, let it all contribute. Let it all fill you up. There is an energetic team, a spiritual team that has your back, that desires to contribute to you. Allow them to contribute to you. Again, letting this energy just fill you up. Everywhere where you might feel empty, you might feel depleted, you might feel uncertain. It's all okay, but allow this energy to now fill that up. Maybe just filling it up with the energy of the knowing that it is, in fact, all going to be okay. You got this. Notice if there's any place in your body or your being that is kind of hiding and saying, no, no, don't touch me. I don't want any energy. Would you be willing to let that energy fill up those places too? Because what would be possible? What could happen if all of your energy was overflowing? All of your money was overflowing. You don't have to give your last dollar to the homeless person on the street to make sure you're a good person. What if you could be a billionaire that could contribute to so many lives around the world with the abundance that you have, not the sacrifice of every last dime that you have? It's the same with the energy. You don't have to sacrifice all the energy to prove you're a good person. Fill yourself up. Find ways to fill yourself up. This pull, this energy, receiving energy from everyone and everything around you is one of those ways. But there's many ways that you have that fill you up. It could be a nap. It could be a bath. It could be a walk in nature. It could be painting a painting or writing a book or journaling, drinking a bunch of water. Whatever it is for you. I do not have the answer. I do not have the right way to fill you up. I just have a way, and you know of the other ways that work for you. Maybe binge watching Netflix actually works for you. Maybe snuggling with your partner works for you. Maybe having tea with a good friend is something that fills you up. Whatever those things are, would you be willing to start to implement more of them in your lives now? Allow yourself to fill yourself up and then give with the overflow. If you desire to, but you don't have to do that either. What else would truly be possible on the planet if none of us was depleted and trying to save the world with an empty tank? But we were all full and joyful and happy. Not that we'd be joyful and happy all the time, but you can have joy, again, even if things are challenging, because you're already taking care of you. You're already contributing to you. Continue to pull energy from everyone and everything around you. Allow the energy, the abundant, infinite energy of the universe to pour through all of those things that are contributing to you. There is no limit to the amount of energy in the world. That is the other lie that we are taught. We are taught that there is only a finite amount of energy, and that finite amount of energy we have to beg, steal, and borrow to get it. It's a lie. The universe is infinite. You are an infinite being. Everything desires to contribute to you. All you have to do is lower your walls and barriers and receive. Pull it in. Allow it to contribute. to every cell, every fiber, every molecule of your being and your body. Let the clothes that you're wearing or not wearing contribute to you. Let the floor beneath you or the earth beneath you that is under your feet contribute to you. Again, there is an infinite amount of energy. Just, it's like money and manna from the sky. Truthfully, the universe desires to contribute so much wealth and happiness and joy and peace and ease and to us all. And the only thing that stops that is our walls and our barriers and our somehow our stigmata that it's better to like give everything so that you're suffering to give. What if that was not what it was designed for at all? It was not designed to be something that you do out of sacrifice, but out of generosity of spirit, out of gifting and contributing with ease, with the abundance that you, perhaps even for 10 seconds today, now know is there, is possible for you, is contributing to you in all ways. And again, all you have to do is ask, lower your barriers, and receive. My dog always just desires to contribute to me. And I'm like, I've got stuff to do. I gotta go. Instead of just pausing and laying on the floor with her and letting her gift whatever it is that she desires so desperately to give me. What a contribution and a kindness it is to receive from those who desire to give to you always. There are beings, whether animals or people, in your life that desire to contribute to you. The earth desires to contribute to you. Would you be willing to receive? And anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, black, blonde, all names, shorts, boys, and youngs. And there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to deserve it. You don't have to be right so that you can then get it. It is there for you always. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to save the world and then you'll get yours. You can receive the gifts of the universe always. Just receive. And would you be willing to receive some of them now? Maybe not all, because some of you are already saying, no, it's too much. Deepest barriers down, even the ones you don't know about. More gifts are coming your way. More acknowledgement. Just for you being you. More gratitude. And the more you acknowledge and take time for you and fill up your own tanks, the easier it will be. And then the more you will have to give, to gift. Isn't it easier to give somebody $10 when you have thousands than it is if you have $10? You don't have to give your last $10 to prove you're a good person. Would you be willing to receive the abundance of the universe in all of its forms? And then you can gift from there. And receive more and gift more and receive more. But it's not giving and receiving. It's not earning. You're not earning your right to receive. You are just gifting because it's fun for you and you have a generosity of spirit, and that's what you would like to be in the world and contribute to the world. But it's not going to earn your place, and you're not going to earn your way to heaven or anything like that. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are a miracle. Would you be willing to receive the gift that you are today? Even if it's just 10%, 1% of how magical you truly are. And how much more does that acknowledgement alone fill you up? That gratitude for you contribute to you. And taking a couple of deep breaths, allowing yourself to slowly come back. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, everyone, for being here and listening. What else is truly possible now? Cool. I adore you guys. So incredibly grateful for you. And if it would be fun to join us, we're actually doing Putting Yourself First telecall, and it starts in literally 30 minutes from now. So if you'd like to join us, be a last minute humanoid, you are welcome. Just private message me and we will get you the information and details to get you on there. Anyway, so grateful. Have a magical day. Evening, morning, night, sleep, wherever you are in the world. Bye.